The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show.
I will say this storyline is very, very interesting because some of the comments are interesting. Like people are having this thing on the comments on the Wayne channel, right? Where they're basically saying, oh, he's looking out for Amber. Oh, Amber should be there. So, okay, people, 1 minute when I say Amber need to get a divorce and get her 50% and go live happily ever after, Dave. But at the same time, you want Kai to come home and Amber to be there and him to have the rosy thing with Amber again, even though them having issues. I just cannot understand what people are asking for when they look on the storyline or what's happening. Let me say this again. If it was me, I would have basically not have had it happen the way it happened this morning. However, it's Anthony and Shayla, and they've always had done this before where them don't have things together. Like things just aren't together for them. They're not very they don't have a schedule, them don't have like something set out, a blueprint as to how they're gonna go about parenting. And so you have all of this. Now let's see how Denisha takes the news about what happened to Big Kai.
Yeah, we're at Daddy's house now. We just came from your mommy's house. Oh, you got stuff on your face.
Oh, you're so cute.
Say thank you. Oh, he's acting shy now. Yeah.
You
So
good?
we're here. We're at Daddy's house.
So Big Kai is not happy. Now we know Denisha was fine with her son riding with Kai. So there's two ways to look at this. Some people might look at it that, all right, hey, it's just a kid, so it don't really matter. You understand? Meaning, it's just a kid, so it shouldn't have any issues. Some may look at it as, as disrespect. Don't, have the kid there. The kid could have waited in the car. Friends, however y'all look at it is perfectly fine. There is no set way to look at it. But however you look at it is fine with me. I don't have like a preference with it. What I would have done, if I were to told you before, I would not have brought him in there. But I'm just saying, whichever way.
What? I know. I know. But we're here at Daddy's, okay? We're gonna have fun though. Okay? Okay?
You go ahead and take him in there. I'm gonna holler at him real quick.
Alright.
Hello. You good? Mm-hmm. You're not. I keep asking you that, and you have your head down.
So he's not okay because, of course, his father has been away for a long time, right? And finally, some man has come by and decided, you know what? I'm going to treat this little boy with some amount of, respect or whatever it is, and to give him as much love as I possibly can give him. And this is the repercussion, of this relationship that's there. But that's what's going on at this point. Now, some said Denisha wrong for sending her child over there again. That's also a fair comment as well too. I don't mind any of the comments that y'all make right now because parenting can kind of go up on different levels. Would I do it? No, I wouldn't have. So I'm giving you what I would have done. So that way you can form your judgment from what I'm saying. Okay? But we get it. You know what I mean? I don't know why she sent him to ride over there. I also said that maybe it needed to have happened because it needed to be made clear that there's no beef between the two of them. Maybe Denisha did it because she's trying to show Shayla, hey, I'm going to bring my kid around you because I want to show you that there's no animosity between us. I don't know also if that's the thinking. Your kid's going to come over here, which is exactly what you're seeing now, him go for Kai. Y'all have been complaining that Kai now in a place to stay. Kai has not been over there. Kai has been banned. When I say all of these things, that has now proven to not be true. I don't know if Denisha basically send her kid as like a truce or a peace offering. I don't know. I don't know if that's what that was the thinking.
What's the problem? Kai, what's the issue? You left, you was happy. You didn't come back that way, so what's wrong?
Shayla kept on just
Shayla, hold on, whoa. Shayla did what now?
yelling at Anthony. And I started yelling.
Yelling at Anthony about what?
That I'm not his real son and he shouldn't be taking care of me as much.
Hold up. First off, Shayla does not know you, okay? And she definitely don't know me like that. But
all right, so I asked the question in the previous skit, right? And I asked the audience, all right, well, what if now Denisha starts going off on Kai, right? He does something and she starts going off on him or whatever it is. Or let's just say, I don't know. Let's say let's say Iman and Shayla was to really work out, and yeah, I mean, Iman takes his kid over to where whatever it is, and there's some yelling happening. How would that work out? And Tiana starts yelling at her kid. How would that work out? I'm just saying you don't know how these things play, and the way how Shayla plays it, which is interesting, because you kind of want to see that, and this is why. What I like about this is why it teaches me that no matter whose kid it is, I will always try to see my best if I can respect that kid's ear into what that kid hears, because of course it could also be me, it could be my kid. I don't know where my kid could possibly be, and I'd want to see someone protect him. So when people are in the comments saying, well, hey, him should be glad that Shayla hasn't gone off because of what, and I'm like, well, all right, okay.
Remember what I told you about words. You don't let nobody's words get to you. Do you hear me? Lift your head up, because we don't do that. Do not let nobody get to you. And that's a grown woman, so I don't expect you to do much. But that's not, we're not gonna let that happen. I don't play them type of games, and that's not something that I am going to allow. But you don't let her get to you about nothing that she has to say about you or whatever we got going on over here. Okay?
Okay.
Interesting. So now the question now, does this now make a retaliation come in place? And a retaliation don't necessarily has to be negative. Could you have a positive retaliation from all of this? Meaning, could Denisha now say, you know what, Anthony, there needs to be some amount of boundaries, and then there finally be a boundary? Wouldn't that be a window for Anthony if this creates a boundary between himself and Shayla, where Shayla says, all right, you know what, I'm not going to come to your house. Pick the kid up at this neutral point. We put the kids up there and we exchange the kids there, and it becomes that where, you know what, you don't come over my house, I don't come over your house, and that happens. What if that's what we get? That's all I'm asking. But of course, it's Wayne's world, and you never know. Wayne might make something different. Wayne love the foolishness, but nonetheless, I'm just saying, what if that's what we get though from it? That's all I'm asking.
I'll handle it. You cheer up though. Okay?
All right.
I'll be in there in just a second.
And that's the retaliation move. So you know what time it is right now. It's retaliation time. Or she's going to basically check it, which is what I want to happen. Which is exactly what I want to happen, because I feel like these things happened, the way you call it now, while Amber was there, but it never get checked as much as it should get checked. So I'm hoping now it gets checked. Look here, I'm looking at the story, and I'm seeing the positives that come out of the story, right? I also see the negatives that can come from the story. Someone also say, hey, this is why I shouldn't start a new family because I'm of another one, and whatever it may be. I understand that too. All of the arguments are plausible. There's nothing that I'm gonna go against as of right now. You know what I mean? I can hear everybody because people have valid points that they're making. The deadbeat one though don't make no sense, right? And the lack of priority don't make no sense either, because there is no schedule, and basically Shayla kind of, I guess, divvies when it is Anthony sees Kaya, and until you have a schedule and Anthony's not following the schedule, I cannot use the deadbeat at the tag or the lack of priority tag, because that means that Shayla basically is controlling things, or trying to control things, and not basically having a set schedule to say, all right, well, you violated this, so this is what I think this is. The assessment is not fair. But give me your take. What you think Denisha's gonna do? Give me a take on that. Like, share, comment, subscribe.